I'm Brian Wilford, Member of Parliament for Richmond Hill, and this is MP Report. Coming to you from Parliament Hill, behind me is a statue of Sir Wilfrid Laurier, Prime Minister of Canada 1896-1911, and our first French-speaking Prime Minister. I'm using this venue today because in 1910 we had the founding of the Canadian Navy under Laurier's administration. And last weekend I had the honor of being at the International Naval Review in Esquimalt, British Columbia on Vancouver Island. This was an opportunity to interact with navies from France, Australia, New Zealand, the United States, and Japan. In fact, the United States, in honoring Canada on the founding of the 100th anniversary, had the USS Ronald Reagan aircraft carrier there, which accommodates 5,000 seamen. The opportunity to go on Her Majesty's ship, the Algonquin, with the Governor General, with the head of the Canadian Defence Staff, Walt Latinchuk, and the head of Maritime Command, or the Navy, Admiral McFadden, was very, very interesting in interacting to see what other ships are doing, to see what other navies are doing, and an opportunity to discuss the future of the Canadian Navy. We are bounded by three oceans, the Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Arctic, and obviously having a strong Navy is important, and as the Vice Chair of the National Defence Committee, I am committed to ensuring that we do have a strong Navy and that we do have the ability to respond both to issues at home and obviously for disasters abroad. And a good example would be the Navy's participation in the Haitian earthquake in January of this year. As Vice Chair of the National Defence Committee as well, I am very pleased to say that I had a private breakfast with General Latinchuk, with Admiral Donaldson, with Admiral McFadden and others, and that was an opportunity to look at not only the current state of the Navy, but to see where do we need to be going in the future. And again, those kind of opportunities really afford me as a Member of Parliament and as the Vice Chair the ability to plan ahead, to bring those kind of issues not only to the Standing Committee of National Defence, but obviously to the House of Commons. This week I was named, along with the Honourable Stéphane Dion, to the ad hoc committee dealing with what is known as the Afghan detainee document issue. Mr. Dion will be the lead and I will be the alternate. What that means is simply that we're going to be pouring through a lot of documents this summer in looking to see whether or not there was any cover-up on the issue of torture. Under the Geneva Convention and the Articles of War, Canada, when we turn over prisoners, in this case to the NDS, the National Directory for Security in Afghanistan, we have to ensure that people are not going to be tortured. So this is a very important issue for Canada, and I have been chosen by our leader to participate in that review. The next couple of weeks we'll have a lot of graduations in Richmond Hill, and I'm pleased to say that I will be attending along with Joyce Hu, my Special Assistant for Community Relations, a number of these events, as well as I'll be awarding the Brian Wilford Scholarship, which is a $1,000 scholarship to a deserving student, both academically and obviously financially in need, to go on to post-secondary education, whether college or university. Canada Day is coming up, and we will be soon receiving in your mail a large Canadian flag, poster, and background dealing with Canada July the 1st. This is the 143rd anniversary of the founding of Confederation, and I'm again very pleased I'll be participating in Richmond Green on July the 1st in Richmond Hill for our Canada celebration. Parliament will be coming to a close today, Thursday, June the 17th, and it has been obviously a very ruckus time in many ways, but we've also had some accomplishments. Later today I'll be doing a press conference as the Vice Chair of the Defence Committee to talk about our Arctic sovereignty study. I had proposed this study a year ago to deal with climate change issues and the role of national defence in responding to changing dynamics in the Arctic, both in terms of habitat, in terms of wildlife, in terms of the fact that the Northwest Passage will probably be open in 7 to 10 years all summer long. So this is a very important report, and I'm pleased to be part of that. As I said last week, I returned from Afghanistan, I had an opportunity to meet with our soldiers as well. And again, we're taping a report on that. So again, I want to wish all of you a very happy Canada Day. And I want to point out to you that I will be in the riding most of the summer, except for those times when I will be in Ottawa looking at these documents. And again, we're always available to serve you on federal issues. Again, thank you for watching, and have a great day.